Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today, I'll be creating a Facebook ads campaign. Yes, creating a Facebook ads campaign directly from scratch. You guys will have an over-the-shoulder view of me inside of the Ads Manager, literally creating the exact Facebook ad account structure that I use to spend anywhere from $100 per day to over $22,000 per day. This is the exact same structure I use from a wide range of accounts, and is the exact structure we use to spend anywhere from $750 to $1 million a month across our partners' accounts. So with that being said, let's dive straight into the video. First off, I just want to give you guys a few action items before we start jumping into this account. There's a few things I want you guys to just take care of. Some of you guys might have already done this, but I don't know the full extent of everyone who'll be watching this video. So if you haven't already, make sure you verify your domain. Here's literally a video on my channel that you guys can go check out. It's called Facebook Ads, Domain Verification, Apple, iOS 14. Do this now. So if you haven't verified your domain, if you're completely new to Facebook ads, you need to make sure this is done. A lot of you guys probably watching this channel already has this taken care of. Second thing is you need to set up the Facebook's conversions API. Very, very simple. Again, have a video on the channel, how to set up your Facebook pixel events, iOS 14 update. And then lastly, set up server-side tracking. Server-side tracking, again, very simple to do. Once you get all of these things done, Facebook will be properly talking to your Shopify store. And in that case, then you can actually proceed with the next steps. If these steps are not taken care of properly, you won't be able to proceed with the next steps without any issues. So inside of an ad account, wow, it's been a while since just kind of opened up an ad account, showed it to you guys, but we got a particular store that I'm willing to share with you guys. I'm not really concerned about any, issues with, people like seeing that account, stuff like that. So this one particular store is kind of like a demo store in the account. And I'm gonna show you guys one of our winning products, which is this particular product right here. And basically, we have a really good relationship with the manufacturer on this. And what we could do is we can go ahead and pull out all this. I'm not sure why this is popping up like this. That's a first right there. Interesting. We have a direct relationship with the manufacturer, so that's how we get all these products made, essentially. So with that being said, we're going to show you exactly the ad account structure we use. Again, this is a smaller store. Our typical account size is spending anywhere from $1,000 today to $15,000 a day. So a smaller store that we just kind of have in the back end, just ran an autopilot. So what are we going to create? We're basically going to go ahead and come in here, and we're going to create a few different campaigns. We're going to create a prospecting campaign, which is like your top of funnel, your cold, your main campaign you're spending all of your money in. The second campaign we'll create is our testing campaign. So that way we can continuously to test new ads in the background to find new winners that we can move into our prospecting campaign. And the third campaign is purely an organizational campaign that we use to keep track of ads. Okay, so that being said, let's start creating in that sense right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit create, and we're gonna create our organizational campaign first. Again, this is just a campaign that's purely to organize ads. I'm gonna click on sales right here, create campaign, sales, continue. And then I'm essentially gonna call this campaign name called ads holding container. That's all it is. It's just an ads holding container. It's, we're gonna leave it off, or, it's never gonna run in that sense right there. For the ad set name, we're gonna do 01 little line, I don't know what that's called, and we're gonna call this August 2022 ads. Now in this sense right here, if we were creating September, we'd do 02. If we're doing October, 03. Whenever the first month, you change this each month, you go up one essentially. Okay, so just for you to know that. We're gonna put the daily budget at $1 because again, we're not gonna run anything in this campaign. We're purely gonna use it for a dummy campaign to build ads, but not necessarily put live. We do this a lot because we got to send clients ad approvals. We want to keep track of all the ads we're running. This is what this specific campaign is for. And we're going to go ahead and actually create our ads from here. So inside of here, I'm going to name this MAS, because this is the company's name is Metal Address Lines. If your name is, like Target.com, it could be TAR, just whatever, like three letter abbreviation you want to use for your business. And I'm gonna do 001 because this will be the very first ad like this. And then I'm not really sure. Yeah, we'll do another. We'll do a photo first. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and manually upload single image or video, and then I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna add an image, and I'm gonna upload. And I have some new ads that were literally just created by my team before this video. I'm gonna upload them all, and this is gonna take a second to process. Okay, cool. So we got all the photos inside of here. Just show you some of these. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on, let's see, can I preview? Is there any preview on here? Okay, of course. There's not. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna select one of them. Cool. Hit next and hit done. This sends right here. And it basically just shows you your image. So this is one of our ads that we'll create. And what we'll do next is we'll go to primary text, and we're adding some of our ad copy. So I already got some ad copy before this put together before this particular video is created. So let's just see. Let's just grab this one right here. And I'm going to put that in the primary text right there, like that. Cherish forever. Okay, cool. And then next thing we want to do is add in a headline. I got a few different ones. Now, I know this particular ad copy doesn't completely go with this particular product. Date. Okay, cool. And then I'm going to publish that. And we're going to change that to shop now. Cool. Make sure you select your domain, and then you're good to go. If you're using something like TripleWell, Hyros, or Wicked Reports, make sure your URL parameters in there for tracking purposes, and then you should be good to go. Now, what I like to do for a naming thing, I like to just kind of copy this first sentence, and I like to continue building this off. So it'll be like photo, and then boom. Cool. So we got one particular ad built. Now I'm gonna build another one just for testing purposes. I'm gonna call this MAS002, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see, we're going to just delete this, and let's add in a different image. Let's add in something like a whole different image. Okay, cool, interesting. Okay, there we go. And then I want to duplicate one more time, and this will be like MAS03. And there was another particular concept I wanted to test. There we go. And then boom. All right, cool. So there's three different photos in here, and we're all using the same ad copy. So basically we're just testing here to see what is the best variation of photos / copy. And the second thing I want to do in this case right here is that we're testing one copy right here, and I want to basically duplicate all of these. So let's publish these right here. I don't know if this copy works, and I don't know if this image works. Okay, so we have two different variables here that we'll be testing. So what I want to do is I want to actually go grab a winning piece of copy that I know for a fact works. And that way what I could do is I can go ahead and I can also cross test a winning piece of copy to know for sure what works in that sense. So, if, for example, if the ads with the winning piece of copy does not work, then we know for a fact those are the images. If we know if we using both a new copy and a new image and it doesn't work, we don't know if it's the image or the copy. So I also want to run these against an image. So I'm going to literally just select them all. I'm gonna hit Control D to duplicate them. And while they're all selected, I'm gonna go and copy that winning piece of copy right here. And I'm basically just gonna select all this, paste it in there. And there's one thing I do need to make an edit on because the link did not load properly. Cool. We'll come in. Cool. There we go. Cool. And let me make sure. Okay, yeah, it did work properly. Making sure they were all selected. And then what was our headline? Our headline was personalized metal infinity sign. Cool. All right. Cool. So now we have a second we have basically 6 ads now, 3 of which are using, when was the last time you surprised your sweetheart, and another one was something around that other particular piece of copy. Now, what I want to do now is just go ahead and edit this for naming convention purposes. So we got basically 4, 5, and 6. And then I'm just going to select this, select all of this, delete and paste, delete and paste, and delete and paste. All right, cool. Let me hit publish and publish that. So now we have 6 ads. We got 3 images across these 6 ads, and then we have 2 different variations of copy across these 6 ads. So now we can do a proper, we can do a good test to see what images and copy variations work together. And I'm going to show you exactly what I would do from here. So one other thing I want to do is turn off this ad set, because we never want to spend $1 in this campaign. It's also why I have $1 literally for the ad set budget, because we're never going to spend in this campaign. We're simply just have this campaign set up to house ads before they go live. Now I'm going to create a new campaign, and this will be our testing campaign. And I'm going to show you exactly how this is set up. So we'll call this testing. Very simple. We're going to make sure we leave, CBO off, because it's not a CBO campaign. And inside of here, we'll call this, I usually like to give it a name like batch 1, batch 2. I like to name each round of ads, but you can just kind of name it the angle, the concept, whatever you're testing. But I always like to add something in the beginning to show off what that particular ad set is. So let's just say it's batch 1. Cool. And then this is very important. USA, whatever country you're targeting or countries you're targeting, male plus female, 18 plus, and then broad, and then AP, and then optimize for purchase. Okay, let me show you exactly what this is. So before we get into all that, let me just scroll down, make sure your website selected, conversion event is purchase. You are optimizing for purchases. Daily budget, you want to take whatever your AOV is. Let's say your AOV, for this particular account, the AOV is, it's 100, not $100. It's close to that. It's like $100. It's $90. Let's just say, for example, for $90. So if I want a 3x ROAS, I need a cost per purchase of $30. Okay, $30 cost per purchase at a $90 AOV gives me a 3x ROAS. Now, for daily budget on this specific campaign, I would recommend at least $30 a day. So 1/3 of your AOV. For those with smaller budgets, like literally like, $100 a day budgets, if that, I would shoot for like $30 a day, or it's 1/3 of your AOV, because you're going to run this for 3 full days. Okay, so that's what I would do. If you have a bigger budget, you could start this off at 1x your AOV. So either 1x, 1/2, 1/3 of your AOV for the daily budget, maybe even 1/4 of your daily budget. But you definitely want to be spending enough, because if you want to purchase for $30 and you're not even spending $30, that's a big issue right there. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. Now for audiences, I want you to go and create a new audience, custom audience, website, next, and then make sure you do purchase. Okay. And then retention 30 days, and then audience name, just, purchase 30 days. I'm just gonna call this YT video because of, just so I don't get it confused with future things. Done. And we're gonna exclude this audience. So if it's not already, if it's in the include, make sure you exclude it. And that's it. As far as broad targeting is the route to go. So you may just target your countries that you want to target. If you don't know which countries to target because you're just starting out, you should be focused. You should have that figured out at least before. But be going after whatever country you want to specifically market in and grow your business in. If you're doing dropshipping in all these other countries, then you can just kind of put them all together as one right here. If you are separating your ads by languages, then in that sense right there, you could do separate ad sets per country. But for this video, just keeping it very simple, we're targeting the United States. That all other countries and stuff, that's a whole nother video in a whole. United States, 18 plus, male plus female. We're doing truly broad targeting here because Facebook knows where to find your customers. Okay. Okay. Facebook knows where to find your customers. Even if you have 0 sales on your purchase, on your pixel, we grow every single account from scratch exactly like this, and it works every time. Okay. So for y'all that are like, well, Nick, how's my purchase? How's my pixel know who to go after? Because when you basically upload your ads to the ad account, Facebook takes those ads and pushes it out to just a general census of people, and basically every single impression, the ad gets smarter of who is liking your product, who is liking the ad and stuff, who's engaging with it. And that is how the algorithm continues to improve and become better. And that's a very short summary of it. Okay. Just take that for granted salt, but just have faith. The algorithm will improve and it will get you the results you want. And then we're going to go down to what happens if you don't. Anyway, secondly, placements. I just leave it automatic. 99% of the time, it's going to be Facebook mobile news feed with a little bit of Instagram feeds where everything's going to be feeded out on. You know, there used to be this big fear that Facebook would spend all the budget on Audience Network, which is just a lower quality source, but it never happens. We've only have one account that's ever had that issue before. And in fact, Audience Network is actually serving us good results. So it's not a big deal. Next is your attribution setting. I literally leave it 7-day click, 1-day view. Once you start spending a couple $1,000s a day, like, you know, 10, 15,000 a day, then you can look at like 1-day click because it's a lot more faster, more data the algorithm can feed off of. All right, next. Now, I actually do not want to create an ad because we already created a set of ads. So I'm just going to delete this and there you go. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit review and publish. Okay, so we just have this one ad set right here that's just chilling. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit Control D while it's selected and I'm gonna duplicate it and I'm gonna call this batch 1.1. Okay, because what 1.1 is, it's just gonna be the same ad set but just with those second round of ads. Just remember, we created 2 rounds of ads. We created one with 1 round of copy and then a second one with another round of copy. So we're gonna go into our ads holding container, August 2021 ads, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna select 6, 5, and 4, or just because, godly, I can already see people in the comments. Well, why wouldn't you put 1, 2, and 3 in 1? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put 1, 2, 3, and 1 just for you guys. I hate when it does this. Okay, let me go back. So there is an issue if you are using the Advantage Plus campaign or ads. Let's see. If you have like Advantage Plus on right here, it won't let you edit or copy and paste the ad like you want. So you gotta select them all and click on duplicate, and you gotta do it this other way right here, which is not fun. We're gonna find testing. All right, there we go. Existing ad set. We're gonna push this into 1. We're gonna hit duplicate. All right, cool. I'm not gonna publish that just yet. I'm gonna go and select 6, 5, and 4, and I'm gonna click duplicate, and I'm gonna click existing campaign and testing. Boom. Existing ad set 1.1. Okay, cool. And duplicate. All right, cool. So now in our testing campaign, we have 2 ad sets with all the ads. I'm gonna just hit review and publish, and I'll show you that in a second for you guys. Okay, cool. Let me refresh the screen again. Okay, ads are inside of there. It's just taking time for a process. There we go. Cool. So in 1.1, we have these 3 ads. In 1, we have these 3 ads. Very cool. So what you want to do is you roughly want to spend 1 to 3x your AOV over the next few days. So 3 days, this right here, if we spend $30 a day for 3 days with a $90 AOV, we're going to spend 1x our AOV. If we spend, 3x our AOV, there's nothing wrong with that at all. It just means you have like a bigger budget in that sense. But anywhere from 1 to 3x your AOV, really good starting point to add a 3x ROAS to start finding some winning ads. Okay. Now, a few different things you're going to go through. One, if you click inside of here, MAS1 might get all of the spend in this ad set. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. Here's why. If it gets all the spend in the ad set, that basically means Facebook identified that ad with the best potential to be a success. Okay. If the others don't, and the 3 days is up, that is okay. Just turn off the ad set and move on. Okay. Based of after spending, we spent $4.5 million just this year alone on Facebook ads. When you launch a new ad set, you launch a few ads in that ad set, if the you don't find a winner within that 3 days, spending a decent amount, at least one extra AOV over the course of 3 days, one to three extra AOV. If you do not find a winning ad, you simply coming in and turning off the ad right here, just so these other ads can get more spin. I find that there's only roughly a 20% chance you'll find a winning ad, and you're also going to spend a lot more money on testing. Spend a lot more money on testing, and lowers your overall budget. Okay, so inside of here, run this for 3 days. If the ad set's not profitable, turn it off and reevaluate why those ads or ad did not work. Okay, so if I look at batch 1 right here, I run this for 3 days. These ads do not convert. They're not profitable at all. Why? Okay, well, the ad copy just doesn't resemble the creative in that sense right there. Okay, so we're thinking it's the ad copy. Let's check our other batch. This batch uses the same creative, different copy. Okay, so what happens in that sense right there? Okay, cool. So 2 different batches, 2 different variations of copy. We know the copy and the creatives weren't good. Time to go back to the drawing board and create some new ads. Cool. Very simple. Okay, now next thing. Okay, for scaling campaign, let's say you find a winning ad. I'm gonna use, let me just create a quick variation really quick. I'll show you guys a winning ad. Make this really quick. 7 video. Boom. This is one of our winning ads right here. We spent roughly, I don't know, a couple thousand on it this month so far. Made back like I think $1,700, $1,800 in profit after everything. So cool. Let's just say, for example, this MAS 007 is a winning ad, because we know it's a winning ad in the ad account. What I would do is I would simply just go ahead and create a new I wouldn't create a new campaign with it. I'm gonna create a new campaign with it once for one time only, and then after that, I'm adding in new ads after that. So let's just do new campaign. We'll call this, prospecting. I'm just gonna call this, YT video, just because make sure I don't actually let this roll. And then we call this ad set USA male plus female 18 plus broad AP. AP stands for automatic placements, by the way, and OPUR stands for optimized for purchases. Okay, cool. Found our winning ad. This particular campaign, we're actually going to be a CBO. There we go. And I'll put this up for like $100 a day. There we go. $100 a day is a good start. CBO, and then again, we're gonna leave everything normal. I'm just gonna exclude purchase 30 days. There we go. Cool. And then we have, I don't know why it says manual, put that as automatics. Cool. There we go. And then we're gonna hit publish. So these are literally the only 2 campaigns you need to be able to scale an account. We spend these just within these 2 campaigns. Like I said, we have accounts spending $100 a day, and we have accounts spending $15,000 per day on Facebook ads using these only 3 campaigns. Okay. Where the magic happens is that it all comes down to this testing campaign of figuring out what works and what doesn't, and improving your ad creation abilities with every single test you run. So if these ads don't work, really dig deep and understand why they didn't work. What can you do to improve? What's your new hypothesis you want to test? Create those ads and then test them again and test these new variations. Okay. Keep testing, but improve your testing process every time. If you keep testing and you're just throwing random shit at the wall and hoping something sticks, you're gonna have to substantially more test, which means you have to burn more money, which means you probably won't be hitting as profitable margins as you would like. So your objective is to continue to get better at testing ads, but not objective of getting better in testing ads in terms of the process, but in terms of the creation of the ad and understanding your audience from a high level perspective, understanding what they resonate with, understanding what gets them talking, understanding what they want to see, deeper buyer psychology, really understand their beliefs, their desires, their motivations, all that to create better ads. And when you create better ads, that's going to get you more ads in testing that are winning. And when you find more winning ads, that gives you more stuff you can put in your prospecting campaign. So going back into it, now that we have this campaign kind of firing off here, I'm just going to double check a few things inside of it. So you can start your prospecting campaign with only one ad. You don't need multiple ads in that sense. You just need one winning ad that you know works. In your testing campaign, to determine if an ad is winner, there's a few things. One, make sure it's hitting the ROAS you want, okay? Make sure that ad's getting the ROAS you want. I know some people is like, well, ROAS is irrelevant, things like that. When you're first starting out, like ROAS is important to some degree. That is important. But as you get longer term with the business model, then you want to focus more on LTV. You can accept the lower LTV or CP at the beginning to extend your LTV in that sense. So for your testing campaign specifically, what defines a winning ad is very important, because a winning ad is a very loose used term. Okay. A winning ad can be an ad with $3 in spend and a 4x ROAS. A winning ad could be $100 spend with 4 purchases at a 2.5x ROAS. Okay. Purely basing an ad off ROAS without the context of the amount spent is a very bad move. Okay. Because yeah, you might get a ghost purchase, or you might get a random purchase from a low hanging fruit at $5 a spend, 5x ROAS, you're cutting backflips thinking you cracked the system, when that's very false. Okay. So I recommend at least 5 to 10 purchases at a profitable ROAS, 3 to 4x ROAS, 5 to 10 purchases, 3 to 4 ROAS. That should be a good enough margin right there for you to where at testing, to be able to move it to prospecting. And then when you move it to prospecting, you can start the campaign off at $100 a day, throw your one ad in there. And then as you find new winning ads, a lot of you guys think, oh, well, Nick, I gotta create a new ad set. I gotta create a new campaign. That is false. Okay. So let's just say, for example, this particular ad right here is a winning ad in our testing campaign. I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm just gonna go into testing campaign, or not testing, prospecting, boom, existing ad set, there we go, and then duplicate. So if we found a winning ad, let's just say, for example, 4 was a winning ad, we'd simply just duplicate it into our prospecting campaign. And, now we have 2 ads in that sense inside of our prospecting campaign. Okay. So you're just going to keep building up this ads library, or this library of winning ads, again, with a strong winning ads, not just 1 purchase, 2 purchase. Let's shoot for 5 to 10 purchases at a good ROAS is a better winning ad than 1 purchase with like a 5x ROAS. Okay. Get a couple purchases on it, 5 to 10 at least, and then move from there. Once you start building up ads in the prospecting campaign, your second question is, okay, well, how do I scale it? What's those next steps? You can increase this $100 a day campaign by 20% a day, as long as it's maintaining profitability. You can keep increasing it $20 a day. And as ads become, no longer profitable in this prospecting campaign, again, you want to look at the last 7 days and cut ads off over the last 7 days that are no longer profitable. So you can look at like the last 7 days right here. And, let's say, for example, 7 was a winner at one point, but now it's no longer profitable. I'm going to cut it off. So make decisions based off a 7-day window. And then you can, for increasing budget, you can look at the last 2 to 3 days. Last 3 days profitable, increase budget. Last 3 days profitable, increase budget. You do that every day. So that's another way to look at for increasing budget. So the way I would continue to work this account is I would continue to build new ads and ads holding container, and I would continue to create new testing batches, keep finding new winning ads, and then I'd keep putting them in our prospecting campaign, which will allow us to spend a lot more. And that's it. These are the only 3 campaigns you guys need. There's no reason to duplicate this campaign. I looked at an account the other day where, someone literally had these 3 campaigns set up, and then they saw a day or 2 of bad performance. They turned them off. They duplicated them, relaunched them, saw performance good for a few hours, cut it off, tried setting these rules up and all this crazy stuff. Like, this is all you need. And again, this is based off my experience from spending $750,000 to $1 million a month all of 2022. We spent $4.5 million alone just in the first 2 quarters of 2022. And we spend on accounts anywhere from $100 a day to $15,000 per day, all profitable using this exact same ad account structure. Okay. It all comes down to creating better ads that's going to quantum leap the business forward in revenue. For example, we're at $15,000 a day count. We scaled up from like 1,000 like 3,000 a day. We got stuck. We kept testing ads. We don't stop testing ads. It's a weekly thing you do every single week. It needs to be ingrained in your mind that on a weekly basis you create new ads that push the business forward. Okay, better ads every week. That's going to push the business forward. That should be ingrained in your mind, and as a system my team follows on a weekly basis. So we were at, we scaled it from 1,000 to 3,000 a day, on the account that we're spending 18,000 a day, or 15,000 a day profitably. And we've been spending that for over 100 days straight. So we scaled up to 3K a day, got fatigued in that sense right there. And we kept testing, found a new winning ad that allows us to scale to 6,000 a day. And then guess what? Got fatigued again. We kept pushing, we kept digging deeper and deeper and deeper for ads that are going to reach more and more people. And then we finally found that third and fourth winning ad, and we were able to push from 6,000 to 15,000 a day. So look at each winning ad as an ad that propels your business forward and allows you to reach new revenue goals within your business. So it's very important right there. You look at it from that perspective. So that's the motivation while testing. A lot of you guys are going to find a few winning ads, get complacent, and stop testing because you're like, oh, I found my winning ads, I can just scale now. That's very false. You're going to get to a certain level. You're going to be like, oh shit, can't scale up anymore. What's going on? You're going to start freaking out, trying all these different business models. Like you're going to start changing up the ad account and everything like that. And you're going to start freaking out, blah, blah, blah. You'll hop on a call with me. I'm like, dude, just launch some new ads. And you launch some new ads, you find a new winner, and you'll be able to scale further. So I'm telling you this because, one, I've been in that same situation. I've been there before. I've gone through all that already to realize that changing up the ad account structure consistently just fucks your results, okay? I literally audit accounts every single day where people are just overthinking the shit out of it, launching campaigns, creating campaigns, duplicating campaigns, all of this crazy shit, and it's doing nothing but burning their ad spend. So your objective is to lock tight. Hey, this ad account structure works. I'm not going to steer away from the strategy. It's locked tight. I'm going to run with it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work the system. Okay. Here's the diet. Now spend 90 days doing this exact diet right here, and the results will come. Okay. You have to focus. You have to know where to push. Where you need to push is creating better ads, that deploy better marketing fundamentals, better offer, improving your landing page conversion rate, all of these other things. It's also going to help and improve the performance in that sense right there. But this is how you scale. This is how you'll get up to spending 15K a day, maybe 1,000 a day, maybe $300 a day, whatever your objective is. But again, we run this ad account structure from all account wise. We run it from $100 a day to 15K a day, even $22,000 a day. We got an account for a period of time spending 22K a day running this exact ad account structure. Regardless whether you're in lead generation, e-commerce, app installs, this exact ad account structure right here allows you to focus on what works, and that is creating better ads. But not just creating ads to create ads and testing ads to test ads, creating ads with deep intention behind it to propel your business forward to where you want to go and to hit your revenue goals in that sense right there. So you got to really put the time and effort into creating something that's going to project your business forward. So you have to remember that when you're working this system. So I really hope this helped you guys. I hope this kind of gave you just a quick rundown of everything. Don't even ask why I don't do retargeting. I don't do retargeting because, one, it's just quite frankly, we cut retargeting out beginning January 1st of 2022. Since then, we've been able to spend more. Our clients are more profitable than ever, and we're making more than ever. So I have my own deep reasons why I don't do retargeting. I have a full video of why I don't use retargeting and everything like that. I even had other advertisers spending, a couple $100 a day, like, hey, dude, you need to do retargeting, blah, blah, blah. Trust me, you do not need to do retargeting. It's not needed at all. Okay. Facebook's already going to go after those particular users in your prospecting campaign. So simply putting a retargeting campaign, you're just double spending. You're spending more on an acquisition cost, and you're hurting the performance of your other campaigns. So retargeting is not needed. Again, this is coming from someone who used to have 4 retargeting campaigns. Okay. So that's not just me saying it, that's me coming from someone who had 4 retargeting campaigns. Lastly, going down to retargeting, if you have every week you need to focus on either retargeting or prospecting, which one you're going to take focus on to create better ads? Would you rather an ad that's just going to convert a few more people on the back end that is purely reliant on the people you feed it on the front end? Or would you rather go create an ad that's going to take you from $1,000 a day to spend to $3,000 a day to spend at more profitable KPIs because you put more time and attention into that? Which would you rather? Everyone would love to spend more at a better KPI, and that's what you get when you focus purely on better ads that move the business forward. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure you hit the like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, and if you are a business owner doing at least $50,000 a month in revenue, anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000, click the link below, book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call with you. We'll, audit your account and everything like that. We'll give you a strategy. You can take that strategy and run with it, or you have the option to work with us. We've helped multiple brands 3x, 5x, 10x, even 18x their monthly revenue inside their business. And we'd love to do the same for you. So click the link below to book a call with me and my team to jump on that. Thank you again, guys, for watching. Again, my name is Nick Theriot. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace out.